Hello everyone! So today I'm filming a high school survival guide, and I did just graduate high school this past June. So I'm going to be a freshman in college this year, and I'm going to be majoring in nursing. And I did graduate with a 4.0 GPA, and I had 2 scholarships. I had a pretty crazy 4 years of high school, so I think that I have enough experience to give you guys some tips and stuff. So we're just gonna jump right in. Alright, so first, to stay on top of your grades and stuff, my biggest tip for grades and your GPA and worrying about college, worry about your freshman grades. When you're a freshman, don't play around. Freshman year is the easiest year out of all 4 years, and if you just take it seriously and do all of your homework, don't ever not do homework, because homework is the easiest thing. Even if you answer the questions wrong and you have it done, you get marked for participation. Seriously, why would you not just take an 100 for just getting it done? Another thing with homework is if you're on the borderline for a class and you have an 89 and you want to get a 90 and you want to have that A for the class for the semester, your teacher's more likely going to be doing that for you and helping you bump it up if you have all of your homework done. I know that a lot of teachers that I had would say, oh, well, you didn't get this homework in, so if you would have gotten that done, then you would have had a 90 already, or then I would be more likely to give you a 90. Make sure that you're always getting your homework done. Next, your freshman grades, like I was saying, your freshman year is your easiest year. Just get all of your things done. Make sure that you're staying on top of things your freshman year so that once senior year rolls around, you could be chilling. Honestly, for me, I only took 4 classes my senior year, and I was out of there by 10 a.m. Moving on. Don't procrastinate. That's another thing. If you have an essay due in 2 weeks, start it tonight. And then slowly but surely, get your essay done so that the night before you're not sitting here cramming and then you're like, oh my gosh, my laptop's not even working. Oh my gosh, my printer's not working. Or maybe you don't even have a printer and now you don't have time to print it. Or you don't have a printer and you go to the school to print it in the library and the library is closed that day. I cannot tell you how many times that has happened to me, but I didn't procrastinate, so I was okay because I had another day to get it in. Also, if you do your work early, you can always ask your teacher if they can read it over for you, and a lot of teachers will literally correct it for you, and then you could take it back home, fix whatever their corrections are, and then hand it in on the due date and get a better grade. Alright, moving on. Bullying. Okay, so I've seen so many things about oh, there's so many bullies in high school, and you're gonna get bullied by the jocks, and okay, I've never experienced bullying in high school. I was bullied a little bit in 5th grade, and then 6th grade and 7th grade is when I was really bullied, and I can give you guys story times on my bullying experiences, but honestly, if you ever see anybody getting bullied, just stick up for them. And if you're ever getting bullied, make sure that you stick up for yourself and don't put up with anybody's crap, because you don't deserve it, and you deserve respect just like you respect everybody else, and treat people the way that you want to be treated. Be yourself. High school is a time of when you're trying to find yourself and you're trying to get to know who you really are, and it's really difficult to be yourself when you're in an environment of a whole bunch of people who are trying to be popular or trying to portray themselves as someone that they're not. But try to stay as true to yourself as you can and really branch out and try new things. If I played tennis my freshman year and then I decided for my winter sport that I was going to play basketball, I suck at basketball. My dad has most blocks in NCAA history, so everybody had high expectations for me and everybody thought that I was going to be really good at basketball, and when I played freshman year, it was not my thing. But just because everybody had those expectations for me, I didn't continue with basketball just to make everybody else happy and to make my dad happy. I stopped playing basketball because that wasn't my thing. I wanted to stay with tennis. I love tennis, and I played it all 4 years. So make sure that you're staying true to yourself. Don't trust boys. Okay, let me tell you. If you're a freshman and a senior's hitting on you, 90% of the time he doesn't actually like you and he's just trying to get in your pants. So don't let boys do that to you, and don't be naive, okay? If you guys are talking or whatever for a couple months and you see that he's not being an F-boy and he's not talking to other females and stuff and you really like him, then I would wait. Okay, I'm telling you, because these seniors will really, they're wise, okay, let me tell you, and you do not want to get caught up in that, okay? And then I also want to say that I dated when I was in high school. I had my first relationship when I was a sophomore, and I can't say don't date because I did it and I learned a lot from. I had 2 relationships. Actually, I had 3 relationships during high school, including the current one that I'm in right now, and I've learned so much from my 2 relationships, to be quite honest. But then I also know 2 of my closest friends, one of them was completely heartbroken and her grades slipped from it, and the other one didn't have the best of luck with boys, and it affected her emotionally, and she wasn't able to focus on her studies and stuff. And if you can, just try to stay away from boys. Like, they're really not worth it. They're not worth your time. Put your time into your homework and your school and your studies. Hang out with your friends, make lots of memories with your friends, because it's a lot harder to break up a friendship than it is to break up a relationship. And trust me, the way that high school works with the rumors and everybody talking about one another and everything going around like that, it's really a headache. And if you can stay away from it, then stay away from it. Next, I want to say, do not get a job unless you have to. Now, me, I always wanted to have my own money. I wanted to have my own freedom. I wanted to have money to be able to hang out with my friends and go to the movies whenever I wanted to. And I've been wanting to work since I was about 8 or 9 years old. I started having my little lemonade stands outside. I used to sell Chips Ahoy cookies outside of my out on my porch. Let me tell you, okay, like, I really would do anything. When I was 12 years old, I started working with my neighbor, and they would pay me a couple dollars or whatever, and I would like help them garden, and I would help them in the house and stuff. Do not get a real job, okay? High school, you need to focus on your schoolwork, and you need to focus on making memories and having fun, because you need to remember that you're young. Once you start working, you're going to be working until you retire. Like, honestly, think about it. Push it along as much as you can. I started working when I was 16 years old. That's the legal age of working in the state of New Jersey. So that's when I started working, and my dad would take me to and from work, and it lasted for 2 months because my dad got fed up and he did not want to take me to and from work every day. My dad told me, his advice to me was not to work until I had to, which would have been when I had my car. He got me my car when I was 17 years old, so I had to work in order to pay for my car insurance and to pay for gas. So the smarter thing for me, I should have just started working when I was 17. But then again, my 16-year-old job lasted for 2 months, and then I didn't work again until I was 17 and did have to start paying my car insurance. But work takes up a lot of time and a lot of effort and energy, and it's just not, if you don't have to work, don't do it, okay? I'm telling you. Go to school events. Okay, let me tell you, my high school was really known for our football and basketball team. Like, we were, and track. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, like, my, one of my classmates actually holds like records nationally for track. He's like Boaz Medias, Google him, okay, let me tell you. But go to school events. Like, seriously, they're so much fun. And even if you're not into sports, like, I was never really into football, and then I started going to all the football games and stuff. It's so much fun. You go to the concession stands, you get a pizza for like $1 or whatever. And our basketball games were super lit. Like, everybody from around the state would come to our basketball games because, you know, we were really good. But yeah, it's like actually entertaining, and it's like a lot of fun, and it's something to do rather than just like chilling with your friends on your phone. Every time that I heard somebody say, oh, join a club, like, that sounds so dumb, because I was never into, like, I don't know, like, I was more of like a sporty person. Like, I was never into clubs. I joined Key Club, which is like volunteering. I have amazing memories from it. Like, first of all, I got all of my volunteering hours done, which was super easy. I worked the concession stand on Saturday morning games with my best friend. Are you kidding? Do you know how much fun that was? It was so much fun. We got to go into all the games for free because, like I said, at my school we were like actually good, so we had to pay to get into our games. And then we would just work for like a couple hours, and then like boom, we were done. And it was just, I don't know, it was great. If you're like really like, you know, like you really care about school and stuff, take AP classes before you're a senior. What this is going to do is help you bump up your GPA easier, because it's AP classes are weighted more than A level and B level and C level, if you guys have that, and it'll bump up your GPA easier. And then number 2, if you take it before you're a senior, then you won't have to worry about senioritis, because I started taking AP government when I was a senior, and I dropped it immediately because I was like, I don't feel like doing anything, and AP Gov is like a little bit extra work, and I was like, I don't feel like doing this extra work if I don't have to, so I just dropped it, and I was fine. But if you take it before senioritis, then AP courses give you a chance to gain college credits. So if you take the I think you pay like $80 or something to take the test at the end of the year after your AP course, and then it gives you credits for college. Like, that's really good, because college credits, if you think about it, you pay X amount of dollars for college, for a college class. You have to pay for that whole semester to gain those credits, and then now you're only paying $80 to take a test to gain college credits. Like, are you kidding me? Do it. Get a jump start, people. Stay out of drama, okay? Like, honestly, if you're ever arguing, all right, if you're arguing with like somebody that you're really close to, think, is this gonna matter in 2 to 3 years? And if it's not, drop it. And if it is, then go through the argument. But if there's drama with other people, don't get yourself involved. Like, my best friend at the time, when I was in high school, was going through a lot of drama when she went through like her big breakup, because she was with her boyfriend for like 2.5 years and they had like a huge breakup and like whatever. And I tried to stay out of it as much as possible. I was always there for her, but I never got myself involved with it. And then finally, I ended up getting myself involved because I kind of got fed up with everything that was going on, because a lot of people were ganging up on her. And I finally got involved and stuck up for her, and it created so much drama for myself that I did not have time for, because girl, I had a full-time job, a part-time job, and I was a senior in high school. And I had to put up with all of this drama, and we had administration involved, and it was just like ridiculous. And if you guys don't have Twitter, don't make a Twitter. And if you guys do have Twitter, don't use it to run your little Twitter fingers and talk crap about other people, because that counts as bullying, and it's really not worth it. Like, just don't talk about other people. Like, mind your own business. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Now, this is advice that I wish that I would have heard before I entered high school, because, and when I say that, I mean like treat your parents well, because your parents are the ones that feed you, and you don't, if you bite the hand that feeds you, then you're not going to eat. So I went at it with my parents, let me tell you. First, I mean, not so much so my mom, because throughout my high school life, I went 2 years not like seeing my mom and stuff, which is like kind of a personal topic that maybe I'll go into in a video down the line. But my dad and my stepmom and I, once I was like 17, right after I got my car, and I thought I was a grown woman, and I was like, yes, I have my car, I have all the freedom in the world, I could do whatever I want. And I started rebelling. I didn't do my chores, and I'm only 18 now, so it wasn't that long ago, so not much has changed, but I was just not an amazing daughter, Like, if my daughter ever did the things that I did to my parents, it just wouldn't happen, okay? Let me tell you, I would not put up with it. And your parents really do care about you. And are you kidding? Look at that glow. That's from my notebook. It's just paper. Wow. Anyway, like, your parents really do care about you, and they want you to succeed. And even if they don't remind you that they're proud of you, or they don't encourage you and stuff about school, like, really just try your best to respect them and just show them how much you do care about them and how much you do love them, because if God forbid something were to happen to them, like, you guys wouldn't want to have any regrets, so just take care of the people that take care of you, okay? Okay, so that's all that I have for today's video, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and make sure that you subscribe down below and hit the bell notification to make sure that you're notified every time that I post a new video. And if you guys like these sit down talk through videos, then let me know so that I can film some more, and also leave down in the comments any other video requests that you'd like to see from me. And that's all that I have to say. Bye, beauties.